your roots and your early influences, and what first drew you to textiles, craftsmanship, and sustainability at large?
Yeah, I think like earliest roots are just seeing growing up around my mother and she always wore cottons and cared for her cottons, right? Like you have to wash them separately, starch them, iron
Mm-hmm.
them.
Mm-hmm.
And I saw her giving her that kind of care, and that's like my earliest memories of textiles. And I just like, grew up hearing these words, right? Venkatgiri and indigo and dabu and these things that I had no clue about, but I saw it. And I think from there, like I just like happened to like get into design school. I wanted to do fashion, but I ended up in textiles. And like at that time, like I didn't know what it meant, but it was life changing. And now that I'm 20 years into this industry, like like I can reflect back and be like, okay, it makes complete sense.
Mm-hmm.
But even sustainability, right? Like growing up middle class in India, right? Like it meant that I always got like clothes from my cousins, and
Mm-hmm.
that would be like upcycled, or
Mm-hmm.
like I wouldn't like the neck, and I would like go to my tailor and like be like, can you change this, can we add this, or like take something else from my nani or my dadi. And so
Mm-hmm.
it really was just a way of life,
Way of
right?
life. That's
Yeah.
exactly right. Yeah,
There, like I say this, that we didn't grow up with these like buzzwords, right? That sustainability and like upcycling and all of that. It was
exactly.
just so embodied in
Yeah,
our daily
yeah,
life.
yeah, yeah. No, that's exactly what I say. I feel like long before this was a buzzword, it was just a way of life and it was just simple.
Yeah.
And I think I always wonder where that transition came when suddenly like secondhand and hand me down and all of that kind of became taboo. And even like, for our, diaspora and the Indian subcontinent at large to kind of break back into that thrifting and secondhand concept was looked down upon. And I think we're slowly turning a corner, but I feel like we suddenly had this surge of consumerism and Western influence that made everything like, the the lifespan became shorter, and everything became seasonal and micro trends and trends and all of that.